Ego development, ego defense processes and ego development are intertwined in numerous ways, including the observation that maturation of defenses reflects one important aspect of ego development. The many complex facets of relations between defenses and ego development have not yet been fully articulated. One illustration of the interplay between defenses and ego development is illustrated through two extant models of ego development. One view considers the ego as representing the collection of ego mechanisms, while the other model emphasizes the centrality of a single ego process comprising integrative activities, e.g. of thoughts and feelings, of present and past ideas, assume the collection model. From this perspective, ego development refers to an unfolding of multiple functions, including adaptive strengths, cognitive processes, defenses, and perceptions of others. The second model of ego development focuses on integrative or synthetic processes and the individual's overall frame of reference. Elaborated by Lovinger and colleagues, this view is linked with a widely used sentence completion assessment technique. For over 25 years, empirical studies have incorporated this theoretical approach and psychometrically rigorous assessment instrument to study ego development in children, adolescents, and adults. Moreover, since the late 1970s, these studies have encompassed psychopathology variables, together with cross-cultural dimensions. Growing knowledge of connections among individual behavior, individual experience, and ego development has added invaluably to diagnostic and longitudinal studies of psychopathology and development arrests in varied contexts. An ongoing longitudinal investigation of adolescent and adult development over the past 20 years focuses on ego development, attachment, and family contexts. In Lovinger's model of ego development, it is assumed that each individual holds a customary orientation to the self and world, and that there is a continuum, ego development, along which these frames of reference can be arrayed. In general, ego development is marked by a more differentiated perception of oneself, of the social world, and the relations of one's feelings and thoughts to those of others. Thus, in contrast to Bellick's model, this assessment of ego development does not distinguish specific ego processes, e.g., defense mechanisms, from one another, since they are considered aspects of one integrated structure of the developing ego. Interesting empirical questions then arise. For instance, how are defense mechanisms and other ego processes are linked with ego development?